Very good.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody tonight to our January workshop meeting. With us tonight, we have our town board, Andrew Rigelbaum, Steve Moreau, Sylvia Santiago, Stephen Bedetti, our police chief, Robert Doss, is here, our town attorney, Dave Zagon, is here, our town clerk, Kelly Allegra, is here, and our IT specialist, Patrick Mangan, is here. And I am here, George Myers. Okay, the first item on the agenda, I kind of sent everybody a draft of the reorganization meeting that we'll be doing Wednesday. I think it might have grown by a couple today. I think there's 75 items on there, and shouldn't be too much stuff that's not routine. You have to do these same things every year. So anybody have any questions about the one I sent out? Pretty much goes along what we do every year. Okay, so we could talk about it when we have the motions too. Okay, the second item on the agenda is we're going to call for a public hearing for the new towing law that we put together. It took us a long time to do this. There was a towing law in effect for a while, and somehow it fell by the wayside. So we kind of covered a lot of bases. We had the tow operators in who have done some towing for the town. Probably the bulwark was done by Dave Zagon, Robert Doss, the police chief, and Stephen Bedetti, councilman and chief dispatcher. And there's been input from a lot of different departments. So we'll call for a public hearing Wednesday, and we'll have the public hearing next month. But this local law just kind of tries to set some parameters that these folks have to stay in when they are dispatched by the New Windsor Police Department, not when they're on their own and they have a customer or they're called by somebody else, but any kind of dispatched by us. We wanted to make sure that everybody was being treated fairly, that they were kind of getting what they should get money-wise, and that the residents or the person who was having the tow wasn't paying any exorbitant fees. So that's why we have this towing ordinance going on. And we've had it in the years past, but as I said, it kind of fell by the wayside, but now it's been resurrected, and hopefully we'll get this done without too much comment, because we've had those tow truck operators in who are mostly affected by it. And we gave them time to put in their 2 cents as to what some of the things that they weren't happy with. And a couple of things they brought up that I think the police and the dispatch believe that, okay, maybe that should be in there. So let's see how that goes in February. The next item on the agenda is we had some problems with the Butterhill Wells where one of the pumps split and broke, and we have to kind of get it done. And we're going to do it on an emergency basis. I sent everybody a copy of it. It's $13,531. We have a memorandum from Dave Zagon, which I sent everybody a copy, that this will be considered emergency repair, and it's under the $20,000, and we just need to get this done. I think there might have been some issues with these pumps when they first went in. Maybe they're undersized, or maybe it's done a little quickly, because I was a little concerned that they broke so quickly. But in any event, we think we're going to rectify whatever problems we had, and hopefully there won't be any more problems going forward. We have enough problems with water now to last us the rest of our lifetime. Next item on the agenda is something that our town assessor, Todd Wiley, wanted to be put on. And basically what it is that senior citizens who have a very low income had to come in every year and verify that they had that low income. And the governor, due to the COVID pandemic, has said this year that it would be okay that they don't come in as long as we kind of do this exemption. So there's only about 36 of them, and it doesn't amount to much, but probably if we could cut back the amount of time, any time that the seniors have to come out, probably a good thing. If they would just stop coming out to pay their water bills, I would be happy. Next item on the agenda is the engineering services for 2021, a request from Mike Weeks' firm to provide engineering services. And Mike Weeks' firm has made some concessions on their charges to the town going forward because of the COVID issues. And Dave Zagon had a couple of questions with them that they needed some new language in their contract with us, and it's something to do with their insurance company requiring them to put the language in. So Dave just wanted a little more time to look at it. So all we'll be doing is passing the dollar amounts on their services. And then I think after Dave is comfortable with the rest of it, then we'll do that. But there was something that they never had to submit before, but their insurance company wanted them to submit it. And Dave wants to take a little harder look at it. So he'll do that, and we'll probably catch up to the rest of it in February. Next item on the agenda is something that I think is long overdue here, is the body cams for the police. The police chief, Robert Doss, has been very vocal about getting this done. I have been very much in favor of getting it done. It takes a lot of he said, she said out of the equation when there's an interaction between the police and someone from the public. And we'll be able to go, as they say, let's go to the video, take a look at it. So we had a couple of proposals come in. One was for I think around 42,000. The other one was 37.6, which is the low bid. It was actually 37,670, which is a low bid. So that'll be on the agenda for Wednesday too, that we award that bid, and hopefully we can get going. We have had several businesses and people come forward that wanted to donate to this specific project for body cams. So when all is said and done, it will not cost the taxpayers the $36,000 or $37,000. There'll be something less than that. We already have like $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 in, and we have some other money that's been promised to come in. So hopefully at the end of the day that this will not be the whole 37,000. And once we get to who those folks are, I'll kind of let the board members know what companies and individuals have wanted to donate towards this project. And I don't think there's anybody who's not in favor of body cams. I mean, the police are in favor of it. Obviously, the public's in favor of it. I think elected officials like ourselves are very much in favor of it. So once we get this done, then we're going to move very quickly to get them and to put them in. We've already done some testing. Rob, you want to talk about some of this testing you did?
Yeah, sure. So we demoed about 3 different brands of body cams. We got various pricing, and by far the brand that we're looking to go with fits our means, and it's definitely within the economic realm of where we are. Just to throw it out there, one of the quotes we got from a company was well over $200,000 for essentially the same makeup of what we're getting. So we did our due diligence, and we worked closely with the IT department, and we're very satisfied with what we're looking to get, and I think it's going to benefit everybody involved.
Okay, so I think what the chief is saying, we've done our due diligence on this, and Patrick and his department down there have been very helpful with this. Without them, we don't get it done because it's, we have to save the video, and this goes on and on. So I appreciate the work that we got out of our IT department on this, and without them, we probably would never get it done.
George,
Yes.
any cost above the donations, is that going to be taken out of C's asset money so it doesn't hit the budget? Or
At this point, Stephen, I don't think so. We can take a look at that. I think we've ran that money down a little bit, Robert. Where are we?
Yes, that accounts down in probably about the $30,000 area at this point.
Okay.
So if we don't have to take it out of there, and then the legality of it as well, that money has to be used for certain things, and I'm not sure if the body cams would cover that. We'd have to review that. I don't think on the face value of getting 50 body cams is probably not going to be covered under the C's.
Well, that's a good point. I didn't mention that there are 50 body cams we're getting, so there'll be enough for everybody. But to Stephen's point, yeah, we're going to try and keep the cost down to the taxpayers as far as we can. So we have some money in hand. I have been talking to a rather large business in town who is going to make a rather substantial donation to this. So I think when we get all those numbers, we'll kind of come back again and let the public know where we are. And once I get the numbers, I'll do a memo for the board members so everybody will know what we're looking at as far as the cost to the taxpayers.
How do you donate, George?
You call me up and you tell me how much you send it in.
Okay,
All
okay.
right? Do I put you down for 10 big ones?
I could put 200,000 if you want. I mean, I could put it down if you want.
No, really, anything you want to do. Yeah, it's like,
I have a question about 50. Why do we have 50, Rob? Why is it 50? Why isn't it the largest staff you'd have on duty? Why wouldn't it be like that?
So the 50 number comes from, right now we have 50 police officers. So that comes in, a couple things come into play, reassigning them. That's, time consuming at the exchange of the shift. And the officers are a lot more responsible for equipment when it's personally assigned to them and not shared amongst several different people. That's another aspect of it. And other times where we have things going on, we have quite a bit of people in working, say for the parade or community day or something like that. You could have, if you only have 8 or 9 of them, to turn out a shift, if you will, we wouldn't be able to cover all of those things. And again, things happen when you least expect them to. So we're just trying to cover all the bases. And then we felt we got the price down so significantly that it would be realistic to actually get one for each person. So, and then, there's going to be some put out of service with any type of technical issues. And, if any get broken. So we just want to have them available. And you got to keep in mind too, these things need to recharge. They don't have removable batteries. So you have to have sufficient enough number of them to be able to be charging. And then others, they're, because we're 24 hours, as you know, so they're always got to be on the street as well. So, and there are times where our detective units and even admin at times will need them. So we thought that would be the best bet.
so I think that was a very good question because I asked the same question myself, Steve. I think someone, Patrick, maybe could answer it better. How much are the cameras themselves individually?
Cameras themselves on the bid are about $560.
So they're about $500 for each camera.
$565.
$555?
$565.
$565.
So that's kind of like part of it too. I mean, the other cost is really runs it up when we got to store the stuff and get the software and all this other things that need to go along with it. But the cameras themselves are only $500. And the one guy who wouldn't have a camera on, that'd be the day something would happen. So let's see how much money we get in, and then we can do whatever we want. I mean, everybody can voice their opinion, and we'll get whatever we want. Okay, the next item on the agenda is we're going to have a call for a public hearing on the hazardous mitigation plan. And what the hazardous mitigation plan boils down to, if you don't do it, you won't get any federal money. You won't get any FEMA money. You won't get anything with the federal government. So we have to do this, and I think it's every 10 years that you have to do this. So this popped up, and we'll call for a public hearing, and we'll make ourselves eligible for any federal assistance. Okay, before I go to executive session, anybody want to say anything before we shut it down to the public? Okay, so let's do this. Let's end the meeting. We'll speak to the public again on Wednesday. And thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go to executive session.